I think that that does look like it's working. Okay, cool. All right. Well, in the endless world of technical difficulties, as I said in the chat, um, yeah. So my computer straight overheated because I live where it is very hot. So yeah, that was very unfortunate. Um, and also because I have desktop specs in a laptop body and it gets very hot. So, yeah, poor little guy just actually decided to take a big old nap because of the heat. Uh, that was unfortunate, but here, let me, we have, ta-da! I'm already like all set up for you guys here with the drawing program open and everything in a new window with a new thing. And as soon as I figure out where in the heck I put my pen for this tablet, it's always the one thing I look for last that's just not here. I guess that makes sense. I think it's in this drawer over here, so give me just a second and I will. Okay, sorry. Uh, I figured you guys didn't want to hear drawers opening. But uh, thank you for letting me know, so I didn't sit here and talk to myself muted like a dummy, like I am prone to do and not notice. So I appreciate letting me know. And for the record, if anybody else notices me doing dumb, stupid, mistake things, I am very open to constructive criticism, so go right ahead and tell me. Uh, anyway, whole point. Thank you for letting me know I wasn't talking. Anyway, so now that I am talking, I have these cute little pride dragons all set up for you guys today, and we have been working on these for the last couple of weeks, and I think they are coming out so super cute. And I did have a little notebook. Oh gosh, you know what? Maybe you will hear the drawer. Notebook in one of these drawers. Hmm. Well, that's fine. We don't need it yet. But I don't know how I managed to misplace that. It's not like there is much on my desk right now. Hmm. Weird. Okay, well, I will find that in a minute because I did actually write up some cute little talking points for you guys, but that's okay. We can get set up first and get started on a cute new layer and make sure we're doing all of our little drawings correctly and calibrate this frickin' tablet again because uh poop. I guess maybe I need to put some money into some new technology, guys, because my technology is starting to get kind of unreliable. It's pretty sad. I really do love this Huion tablet, but I kind of have to calibrate it every time I turn it on. Uh, and I think it's just 'cause like the frame is old. Uh, and so probably the screen itself wiggles a little bit, which makes me have to calibrate it every time I, wiggle the screen around a little bit and put it back down. Uh, a little unfortunate for me. I guess at least I know I have to do that now consistently and not just as a one-off. But a little unfortunate. And like I said, my computer did just overheat and then uh apparently I was blaming the temperature, that I was blaming the temperature just now, but also my girlfriend cleaned very minimal amounts of dust out of it and it is running a lot cooler now, so who knows if it was just resetting it or if it was like whatever. Actually, who knows? But my computer has lots of weird little issues. Oh gosh, I keep accidentally hitting the sidebar thing. Sorry. Uh, Let me calibrate this and then we will be in business because, like I said, I got everything else set up for you guys. Uh, Other than, yeah, also, I don't know how I misplaced my notebook in my very small office, but I do manage to misplace things quite frequently. And I also, while I'm calibrating this and I don't have all of my talking points, I can tell you guys I put them down because, there was like this huge spider in my room, like daddy long leg size spider, but just a spider, and it was actually horrible. I have huge arachnophobia, can't do spiders. It was terrible for me. I was feeling so prepared. I was like so ready early, and then that just that just decided I was not gonna do that. Not gonna be that prepared. But I guess that's how people say that usually works. It does. Okay, cool. My tablet is calibrated now, though, so let me switch you guys back over here and you can look at my cute little dragons while I find uh wherever in the heck my little talking points notebook went, because I did think of some cute little things to talk about with our cute little trans pride dragons today, and I thought that that would be neat. So let me switch you guys on over here, and I will find uh okay. Stare at the cute little dragons for a second. I'm gonna find wherever my little notebook went, and we will be, I think, officially all set then. Sorry, guys. I really should get like a checklist or something and be like official, but uh not quite organized enough for that yet. Getting there. Doing my best. We'll figure it out. Uh anyway, gonna find the notebook. Be right back. We found it. We found it, guys. Okay, hold on. I'm sitting back down, and then we will be ready for real. Okay, found the notebook. Uh, we apparently, yeah, I dropped it when I was freaking out about the spider, I guess, because it was behind my printer, but that's fine. I really, really don't like spiders, guys. Like, I am saying, like, I freaked out about this, but also the amount that I freaked out is, like, really good for me, because I usually am terrible, terrible, terrible no matter how big spiders are. And this was like a relatively large spider, and I, you know, panicked, but, not an overwhelming amount of panic where, like, nothing happened and I could, I texted my girlfriend, and my girlfriend came and killed the spider for me because she's wonderful. Um, and I'm a dork and I hate spiders. I can't do spiders, guys. I don't know. I'm sure some of you guys are like laughing because I know lots of people really are fine with spiders, but I can't do the spiders. Oh, but anyway, we have the notebook now, and we have our cute little trans pride dragons, and uh I changed my mind again about what we were going to talk about, but then I did actually come prepared about talking today. So I was, thinking about, we said we could do like some cute little anecdote things for our trans pride dragons, but also I was kind of collecting some of those, and it did not feel quite as wholesome as I wanted it to be for wrapping up Pride Month. I figure we have to have like a really good positive pride stream for the very last one. Uh I mean, obviously I'm very queer all year round, but visibility wise, the very last one should be really cool, right? So instead, I thought we could have kind of more like just like a general, kind of talk about figuring yourself out, and you know, questioning who you are, and why that's cool and why people should get to do it. And why you should feel cool if you are doing that, regardless of, like, if you're trans or not, or uh and just like, some specific things around like gender, and uh yeah, I thought that would be very chill, very, straightforward, and everybody would get to, sit and enjoy that for the last little thing. And then also we'll have some cute little trans dragons at the end. Some cute little stickers. And yeah, I'm realizing I was not as nice to myself, and I have to decide what I am doing for colors here now, but that's okay. I think we'll just kind of we'll figure it out as we go along. We can erase. This is digital. I can erase colors. Okay. Um yeah, so one of the big reasons that I kind of wanted to talk about this, and I think actually I'm going to put some colors down, and then I'm going to start talking so I don't distract myself from both things. Um, I also think I'm probably a little too far from my microphone where my tablet is at, so let me scoot that over here. And hopefully I don't jostle the glass so much that I have to recalibrate again, because that would be unfortunate. But now I have my talking points, so I guess we could just talk if that happens for a minute. Uh, Alright. Okay, I think that's better. Um, oh, I got a little, mark there. It's not green. I guess maybe that is the color I wanted. And then kind of like that same, but a blue. Yeah, no, that is actually probably pretty, pretty close, if not the thing that I want. And I'm just gonna put a little white dot in the middle just for the heck of it. Alrighty. Um, but yeah, so one of the reasons I thought that this would be like, kind of good to talk about and kind of chill was that, like, I think one of the big things that really lets everybody be a part of Pride Month, and also just like lets everybody, you know, get to be like, sorry, I had my talking points and then I looked at the dragons and got distracted again, even though I said I wasn't going to. Whew, let me start over there. But yeah. Anyway, uh one of the things that I think is really cool for everybody about Pride Month is that uh one of the big things about just like the LGBTQ movement in general, and also Pride Month specifically, is like a big proponent of it is, or a big portion of it, I mean, is to just be whoever it is that you are actually, uh, you know, going to be your best self as, basically, right? Like, it's being the person that you want to actually be and that you are comfortable being and that, is good for your life to be, essentially. And I think that, you know, in order for you to make sure that you can even have those kinds of thoughts, like even making sure, like, who you are in the first place is so important, uh to being, proud of who you are, because it I think a lot of the time people, especially people who grow up in really, really tight social communities, or people who grow up with like uh, a lot of like just people who grow up with a lot of like comfort and support, right? I feel like a lot of the time, if you have comfort and support, it's really easy uh to just feel like, okay, great, I have all of this comfort and support, so, however I'm getting that, I'm just gonna be the thing that lets me get that. But um then what ends up happening is you sometimes have that mentality being implemented towards, like, you know, younger kids whose parents are maybe not kind to them, uh who feel like, they still are supposed to be like kind back, even like as adults who don't need support from those people. Like, it's really easy to get stuck in mental, just like traps from others when you don't know who it is that you are, because it's really hard to know when other people are even doing anything that is, not in your best interest if you don't know who you are to begin with. So I think that, questioning like who you are and what's important to you is really just a fundamental part of becoming a whole person. And um, I think it's really important for everybody to get to do, even just not in the context of questioning your gender or whatever, like, or your sexuality or anything else pride related. I feel like lots of people, you know, uh get opposed to change in a way that um doesn't really allow them to have even those kinds of mindsets where they can question themselves. And I think that once you get kind of stuck in that, it's really hard to get out of. And so I thought that, I would start this off by kind of just saying, like, it is important to do, because if you don't, then how are you even supposed to know if other people are being kind to you? Because being kind to you is not the same as being kind to everybody else, right? Like, you are, in fact, intended to be an individual human person. And that's important, to know what it is that you specifically need from others and, like, just things in general. Um, and so I thought that that was way more, a way more, like, just kind of inclusive and wholesome uh, way for us to wrap up the month, It's just to talk about how it's totally cool for everybody to get to be whoever they want, and it really shouldn't be anybody else's business. So, the first part that I wanted to talk about that was related more towards, like, our little trans dragons, and I just wanted to talk about that. I think lots of people have this really common, like, misunderstanding, just because English is kind of a silly, dumb language, and words are kind of all made up, right? Like, there isn't an authority of language in American English, right? So anytime there is a word, right, like, for anything, people misuse it, or people uh take it and use it so fervently in some other way that it, like, becomes a different word entirely, or many other things. Hi. uh we're just drawing some cute little pride dragons. um and uh yeah, I really like this program, and it's free and open source, so, if everybody wants to show them some love, they are a wonderful program to use, and I'm sure there are plenty of places to give them donations and things, so not sponsored or anything. I just do really like Krita also. Unless you were saying, okay, yeah, no, it's. I mean, the only thing is with large files sometimes I think has been an issue, but I don't work with tons of those typically. So, and it's definitely been better this time around using it. Um, but yeah, anyway, sorry, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about so because English is weird and kind of crummy and people uh like to use language inappropriately. I thought part of the first part of this that was actually more towards our cute little trans dragon talk and less towards people should just be themselves generally uh is all watercolors are great. We love watercolors, especially if other people give them to us because, they are a lot of money. But enjoy. Uh the words I was going to describe though are lots of people I think get really hung up on trans people because of the difference between the words gender and sex in the English language, and I think lots of people probably do just genuinely get confused. And so while I don't think that that is a reason to be rude to anybody, I thought I would kind of just start off by just saying some things along those lines. And one of those things is that sex and gender are, in fact, different things. And people who are transgender could not give a rat's whatever about their sex biologically. Like, that's not the point, which is why it's called transgender. Uh, so just baseline, that's the first part. Also, like the reason that those are different things is because like if you go out in public, right, and look at people in society, right, we are giving people roles based on like how we perceive them in just like basic everyday life, not a detailed list of their medical history, right? Like nobody is going around and uh oh, that's so sad. Um I think I don't know if I'm allowed to have that one in in the chat, but I I do feel for all the bullying. Um that's really hard. Yeah, but I think that, some people uh yeah, just really don't get it. So that was the first part, and then, also the perception thing, right? Like people just perceive how we are presenting ourselves to others, right? Which is not the same as when, people are checking out our medical history, which would be, biological sex or whatever being something that was important, probably if you, go to a doctor, perhaps in some cases, a doctor may need to know if you were assigned male at birth or female at birth, which is your biological sex. That's something a doctor might need to know, but it's not typically something that like we go around needing to know from other people in our daily lives, right? So, uh, I'm realizing I colored this egg wrong, sorry. Um, it distracted me. So, the point then for trans people is not that people are very interested in making sure that archaeologists identify them differently in the future. It's really not a big deal if you know, somebody has to go and identify their internal organs. Like, maybe for some people that might be a source of stress, right? But that's not typically because, the actual biological sex is a problem for most people. And I mean, everybody experiences, dysphoria and everything differently. So I'm sure there are also people who have problems with like their internal biological organs or having to go to a doctor because the doctors aren't kind in their area or things of that nature. So I'm not trying to dismiss any of that. I'm saying that the point typically is for the perception that the person has of themselves to be the same as the perception that everyone else has of them. Right? Which would be uh like if I, had very flat hair that I disliked a lot, and everyone went around telling me how wonderful and lovely my hair was, right? Like, that would be probably pretty uncomfortable for me because I am recognizing myself differently than other people do. It's a thing that lots of people deal with lots of different types of issues. But typically, for trans people, it just happens to be with their gender. So that ends up being an issue. I colored this other egg wrong too. I guess this is what I get for trying to color and talk at the same time. We'll get it done. We'll get it done eventually. Maybe. I was wondering why that seemed weird. Okay. Uh, the gay sheep will have to give us strength from the corner. Um, yeah, so that is the part there that is more specifically towards, like trans experience. It's just that, your biological sex that a doctor is probably the only person that ever needs to care about is not typically the issue for trans people. It's typically your gender, which is your perceived personage, right? It's the way that others are going to place you in a societal role, right? And that is where we can transition, ha ha ha, back into, sorry, that one was corny. We can go back to just like kind of a more everybody topic, which is that, how you express yourself and what your actual identity is do not have to be the same thing. Lots of people get really hung up on, like, oh, if I am, you know, a trans person, or if I want to see if I'm a trans person, or if I want to figure out, I have to do all of these many things, because if I don't do all of these many things, then I'm not like really doing the experience or whatever. But the thing about being trans is, it really is a different experience for every single person, right? Because there are 7 billion people in the world, and every single one of them has a different perception of themselves, right? Which means that every single one of them, and excuse me, my hair is like super in my face. I need to buy more hair products. So it can be less frizzy. Sorry, but yeah, one I totally lost my train of thought because of my hair. Yeah, right, right. Everybody is going to have a different experience of their identity, right? And sometimes, you might even be wrong about how that's gonna work for you, right? Like, lots of people are really worried about, like, if you think really hard about getting, you know, big permanent changes or whatever, and then you do it and then you regret it, like, what then? But I mean, that's kind of how life works. And I mean, lots of the time, big stuff, especially for trans people, you don't get to do until you're an adult, when you can do lots of other big scary stuff anyway. So, I'm not saying everybody should go do whatever, but also if you've thought about it and it's something that you really feel like is right for you, I don't think that you should, no matter what it is, I don't think typically worrying about regretting it after the fact, if you've really thought about it, is uh usually a reason not to do stuff. I mean, if you have thought stuff through, is my point. Because obviously, if you are worrying about regretting things that you know are bad ideas and you know aren't going to be good for you, don't do those things. I'm not saying that, but also, if you have thought about it and you feel like that, whatever it is, whatever piece of transition, whatever, short term hobby, whatever it is that you are feeling like is something that you would like to try out, and you aren't doing it just because you're worried about, you might feel bad afterwards. I think that is usually just a way that people let themselves just not do stuff. Coming from a person who is great at getting myself not to do stuff. Not to brag or anything, but um Yeah, it's really hard to argue against yourself, but it's it's important sometimes. And I think those little MTF dragons are coming out really cute. Um, I do think probably these ones will need a little bit of shading or something because pink, the heavy pink is a lot. And I feel like if I make it lighter, it's not gonna do me any favors, honestly. So, shading. Shading it is. Um, but I do think they look cute. Uh, kind of basic so far, but we'll get there. Uh, and let me know if you guys have any suggestions for these. Yeah, I think the expression and identity thing is a really important one that people get wrong a lot. Like, even about themselves. Like, for me, I used to be super uncomfortable when I was younger, uh, dressing up girly or anything, like, at all, because I am non-binary. I've got my cute little non-binary Cthulhu pin that you can't see is a non-binary pin from back there probably, but it is, I swear. It has colors on it. Um, but because of that, and being an AFAB person, I ended up having to. I also grew up in a place that was pretty conservative and small town. So I ended up wearing lots of like very overly feminine, like girly things as a very, very small child, which made me very uncomfortable. I didn't want to do that. And then I kind of held on to some of that, uh, going into being like a teenager and figuring myself out more for real, just because that was really uncomfortable for me and I didn't want to like relive any of that in my brain. It was weird and I felt like if I, decided to do any of that myself, then it was kind of like saying all of that weird was like not worth it or something. But uh I think a big part of that was because I grew up in that very conservative community and it was like very pressed upon me, right? It felt uncomfortable because I felt like if I did that at all, not that I realized it wasn't that I felt like it wasn't going to be worth it that I, felt uncomfortable before. It was that I was going to feel uncomfortable because I thought those same people would observe me that way, right? Which is, really hard when your gender identity is a lot about other people's perception, um and like your role in society a lot of the time. uh that can be hard for lots of people, including myself, and I think it took me a long time getting to a space where I could just like, dress up very girly, or excuse me, or wear my binder and my little overshirt, and uh my hair is kind of short and floofy, so that's very middle of the road. So I'm very comfortable with where I'm at right now, but like it took me a long time to get there, and a lot of the time when I tried before, it felt very performative. It felt like, costuming myself, right? Um into being a person, which I feel like lots of people who have gender identity issues deal with feeling that way and feeling like they, kind of dress up to be themselves. And I think a lot of that comes from that perception thing. But for the record, you don't have to force anyone to perceive your gender for your gender to be completely valid. Like, you can be an AMAB person that has a big old beard and does no voice training and, you know, wears lots of baggy shorts, and that is a trans woman, and you just haven't figured out what you want yet, or you are at some point in your life where that is the most comfortable way for you to be. Like, there are lots of reasons why your expression may not meet your identity, and that is totally valid wherever you are at. And again, if you decide something for yourself and you are wrong, you can change your mind. People change their mind about things all the time. People change their mind about things that are way more important than, physical pieces of their. I mean, arguably, I know some people are very attached to their meat suits. Me, not so much personally. I don't have a lot of religion or anything that attaches me to it emotionally. So I would like some cybernetic knees. Cause mine stink. Uh but I know some people, sorry. Some people are attached to their bodies is what I meant to say. Um I've been sitting here trying to decide what I want to do for this little dragon, but I think I have it now, so I think I'm gonna do like the underside, and the horns are gonna be actually, but then there's no, you know what, maybe I'll do the underside of the wings will be white like a film, and then we'll have just like the horns will be pink. I think that works. We'll color it and we'll see. Oh man, I ran through my talking points a lot faster than I thought I would. I should have written down more, I guess. Um, I guess if anybody has any questions or anything, or wants to make any more comments, go right ahead. Uh, Otherwise, I will think of something else to say here in a moment. But we have to let the brain activate a little, I think. Oh, you know what? I can tell you guys some random small talk things like the human person that I totally am. Can't you tell? I am not made by AI. I am drawing dragons. Anyway, um what was I saying? Right. I had told you guys my water was off, and as you can see, I washed my hair. I was talking about washing my hair. My water is back on. It's been so lovely. And also, apparently, the insurance guys for the guys who messed up my kitchen in the first place have accepted liability for my kitchen, hopefully, according to them. So, that will be lovely. My kitchen will be fixed. Oh, and then I cannot have a whole floor in my kitchen, and I can stop worrying about my cats who keep trying to scratch at the floor hole for some reason. Um, Probably in an attempt to escape because they really, really think that they want to go outside for some reason, even though they definitely don't. Um, yeah, I I'm very appreciative of the water being back on. I really, really, really I don't know, guys. There is just so much that you you just get used to. I apologize for anybody who is hearing me talk about this uh from my lovely place of privilege where my water runs all the time and uh you know comes directly into my house. And if you don't have that, I am so sorry because I didn't, and I realized just like how many things I use it for. It was crazy to have to get bottled water and jugs of water for like actually everything, like even the toilets for like 3 people. And like, I mean, forget taking a bath or a shower or anything here. You gotta go somewhere else. So that was pretty terrible. Uh, but it's finally over. Hurrah! Water back on, and I can take a shower and be nice and clean for you guys, even though really really doesn't matter until they invent smell-o-vision. Probably nobody's working on that. Probably nobody wants that. Can't imagine the main demographic uh, for most streams is interested in how people smell. That would be you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. I say that, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe people should get on smell-o-vision. I have absolutely no idea. I am not uh a market um I don't know, market analyst? Is that what you would be? Probably. I was gonna say a research analyst, but that's not right. So maybe it is. I don't know. Some person that I am not a person who watches market trends of any kind, uh, other than the ones that get pushed to me on online stores. because we love Google cookies. Um, yeah, it is so nice to have the shower with him again. It's actually so great. Uh, and also my cats are so appreciative because they are super picky about the water getting refreshed. Probably just because my house is kind of dusty and uh, I'm sure like just stuff gets in the bowls because they're just open bowls. Um, and it's really hard to do that when I have to buy bottled water for them to just refresh it all the time. Oh gosh, and they also really like to knock over the bowls while I am not paying attention. So I had to move a bunch of them out of the way just so that they would stop knocking them over. Because I think one time before I moved them, I filled one of their bowls like 5 times in one day. Not because they drank that much water, just because they just kept knocking it over. And they're like pretty substantial sized water bowls because I mean, I have pretty big cats. Excuse me while I itch the end of my nose on camera like a cave goblin. Um, but yeah, my cats are very appreciative also of the water being back on. Uh, it has been rough with it off. Yeah, I hope you guys all have lovely running water in your houses that is working fine. And if not, um I I am very sorry. It really stinks, and that's all I got. I don't have water powers, unfortunately. That would be really cool, and I would totally give you guys all water if I had water powers, but I do not. Um, but thankfully, mine is no longer out, and my cats are very happy, and the people in my house are very happy, including myself, who has gotten to take a shower. That was super stinky. It actually got turned off like on my birthday last week, guys. It was so terrible. Like, oh, not good. I have just the worst luck. I don't know how. Oh, but it's all back on now. And now I don't have to worry about it. And I think actually maybe I'll just make the horn tips pink. Yeah, I like that better. Um, but yeah, questioning yourself is important. Everybody should get to do it. And like, even if here's a talking point I missed. Even if, you question yourself and you decide, like I am just like a cis person, a cisgender person. I am the gender that people gave me at my birth, and uh you go back to being that, like, that is totally fine. Or even if you question your sexuality and you decide, you know what, actually, I am straight. Like, that is totally fine. You should get to be really lucky, and I mean, you shouldn't have to get to be really lucky to get to be comfortable with who you are. And it's unfortunate that so many people have to get lucky for that. I hope you guys are having some good pride. If you guys are doing something fun, you should let me know. You guys have some ideas for after Pride. I will still probably keep doing these streams because they've been going alright, and I mean, they've been making me do some work, so we, uh, we appreciate killing two birds with one stone. And if you guys want to keep showing up for them, like, or watching them on my YouTube channel for all the people doing that, uh, appreciate you wherever you are, honestly. It all helps. Um, yeah, I don't totally know what I'm doing after this one, so if you've got ideas, go ahead and let me steal them if you want. Or just show up and sit here and watch me not have any. That works too. Up to you guys. These little dragon guys are coming out so cute though. Uh, I think they do need some shading, but also I am gonna stand up and stretch, I think. So, if you guys will give me just a second, I'm gonna stretch. Uh, maybe go use the little person's room. Um, and yeah, we will be back like 5-10 minutes, something like that. I will try not to take too terribly long. I'm just gonna stand up and stretch and probably, like I said, go take a pee. See you guys in just a minute. You guys can hang out with the lovely, cute little dragons. They are coming out so good this time. I don't know why I said this time. They were coming out so good last time too. Uh, I hope you guys are enjoying watching them. Um, they are coming along. I think that is all of the first layer of color, and we will come back and shade them some more when we get back. Alright, I will see you guys in just a minute. Um, I think we're back. That all looks back on. Cool. All right, we are back, guys. Uh, yeah, I'm out of stuff to talk about, I think. So if you guys, if anything you want me to talk about, go right ahead. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna start talking about probably these drawings a little more. They are super cute, but also I think I was very right that sorry, I just thought there would be a clear thing there. I'm sure there is a clear layer thing somewhere that I am not. Yeah, that I'm not good enough at this program to know how to use. But that's okay. I'll just erase it with the big eraser. Like uh the child that I am. Can't you see in my childlike face? I am an old youngin. I mean, just a youngin. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, I'm gonna draw dragons now. And if you guys are doing something fun, or you wanna tell me to do something fun for next week, like I was saying before I got up to stretch, you should totally let me know, cause I am officially out of things to talk about. I think I'm just gonna add some pretty simple kind of like cell shading shapes to the bottom of the dragon just to give it like some definition. Just to like the bottom of the face and like inside the ear maybe. I just want to give some of these spaces where the dragon looks a little flat just some more volume. That's the whole thing. And I mean, it's not gonna. Oops, sorry. I just punched you guys. It's not gonna show up like a ton, especially on a very small sticker, but it will show up enough that I think if I do some pretty big cell shades, it will just be a nice little accent, you know? Oh, and speaking of, we love receiving things for free. Uh, my lovely, wonderful sister has offered to give me her sticker cutting machine. Ooh. So maybe stickers that aren't from Redbubble. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll like give some out uh as a lottery or something, or maybe maybe we'll just sell a few. as like a limited run. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what the hype is on the stickers by the time I get the sticker printer. And for people that have gone and bought any of those stickers so far, thank you so much. That is so cool that anybody has gone and bought those. And you know, like I said, I think they're super cute. So if you guys also think they're super cute, feel free to go spend a couple of dollars and give me 20 cents or whatever it is I get for my design on the website. That would be very epic of you guys. And you get cute little stickers out of it. So, yeah, thanks so much for that, guys. And these guys, I hope, are gonna come out super cute so that there are more little things for you guys to like up there. And, you know, obviously, if I was going to do some run of stickers by hand, it would probably be more than the Redbubble stickers because I'd have to buy materials and such. So, uh, who knows? We would see if that was something I would ask for money for or just give away as a test. I do like the idea of giving away some cute little Pride stickers for Pride Month as an end of the month thingy. Even though by the time I get around to that, the month will definitely be over because it's closing up right this second. This out. I don't not right this hour. I don't know why I said that, but very soon. I think the shading is adding a nice dimension to these little dragons though. Oh, you know, I do have kind of another little story I can tell. I got kind of just like a birthday present from the universe, and for those of you that don't know, my mom is a butthole because you uh haven't been to any of these or seen stuff on my channel about me saying my mom is a butthole. She's a butthole. And not like, you know, uh not like she gave me lots of things and I'm ungrateful about it or anything like that. Like, sure, I'm not dead. I will give her that one. But like that's about all I can give her, honestly. Uh and she tries as an adult sometimes. And I let her because again, I am grateful of not being dead, so I will give her that if she wants to try. I'm not gonna take that from her, but also, uh, that led to quite the funny situation for me, where she had invited me to her home uh for my birthday, and my mother does not cook well, so I kind of played up my stomach problems that I've been having because I really did not want to uh deal with her being very unreasonable about me eating a bunch of food that might make me sick. Um, and so I did that, but then, uh, when we actually got there, my mother is very much like a like a I don't know how to say this, like a touristy spiritualist. Like she's very spiritual, but like not in any like substantial philosophy or anything, like not in one specific thing. She just kind of like would like to think that she is a very like I don't know. Anyway, um so she has uh a boyfriend who is quite lovely, and I've talked to a couple of times, and he's been like absurdly pleasant uh all of the times I've talked to him, which I'm sure is the only way that he deals with my mother, is just that he's a generally pleasant person, and it just kind of diffuses her. uh and he was just definitely upset with her. I cannot imagine what my mom must have done to make such a pleasant person like visibly upset with her in front of other people. But I'm sure it was a doozy knowing my mother. And that was a lovely birthday gift to me, because my mother does not usually seem to care when other people are upset with her. But she had cleaned her house, and she made like edible food that like everybody could eat, not just her. It was crazy. I don't think she said like one mean thing to me like the whole time I was there. It was like a little bit of a bizarro world. And then like uh and then he told me how it was so lovely to come up for my birthday, and that was the only reason he had come up while sitting right next to my mother, his girlfriend. Um so that was very fun. My family is really really great at relationships. Um especially my mom. Uh but honestly, like getting to watch my mom just care a little bit about literally anything. Great birthday present for me, because usually she doesn't. Um, and that was that was very fun for me to get to watch my mom be a human person that has emotions about literally anything. So, yeah, I can't imagine what she did to make him so mad, but yeah, that was fun for me. Good birthday present. Thank you, universe. And you know what? People can uh at me for being a spiteful human, and that's okay, because I understand. I understand it's not like a healthy reaction. I'm gonna enjoy it anyway, cause I don't get to enjoy a whole lot with our relationship typically. So like I'm gonna enjoy it anyway. And yeah, I was trying to decide if I wanted to add shading to the white here, but I don't think that I do. I think I will just leave it be. Maybe I do want to add just a little bit of shading. Hmm. Maybe we'll do the blue first, and then we'll see if the white, like, really stands out without it. Alright. But yeah, happy birthday to me from the universe. That was pretty cool. Thank you, universe. I think that's not dark. Here we go. Oh yeah, and as far as like actual gifts, well, my sister with the sticker machine, that's gonna be so cool. Uh, she apparently just doesn't want hers. My sister uh is a high money girly who kind of just spends money on stuff because she has it. Uh, and she has like a high stress job and a kid, so if she has also some retail therapy, whatever, I'm not judging her for that. I just do know that she spends some money on random stuff because she wants to spend money on random stuff. Um, but also, she has the money to do that. And she works hard, so it's whatever. Um, and I get to be the benefactor of that this time. And by that I mean she's gonna give me her cute little sticker machine that she's not using. And that will be lovely. Uh, we'll see if that ends up being like a real project or not. Who knows? I keep saying I'm gonna do like some more projects and then more stuff breaks and falls apart. Uh, and I have other things to deal with, but we will see. I do also have to actually go and, pick it up from her. So whenever all of that happens. Besides that, she got me this really cool set of like paint by numbers. Apparently not everybody knows what that is, so I'm gonna explain it. Um, but it's just like a bunch of flat canvases with like sketched out uh just like landscapes or different pieces of art, and I and then also they have like numbers in them, so you can have specific paints that correspond to those numbers, and then you don't really have to do like any painting like base work or anything, or like have to have like a painting idea that's like your idea. You can just do like the pre-planned painting. It's like big fancy coloring book for adults, but paint, you know. It's fun. Uh and my sister got me like a bunch of them. Like I think she got me like 8 or something like that. Um and they're like, I feel like now that I've said coloring book for adults, people are envisioning like cute little tiny canvases, but no, they're like large, like poster sized things. And yeah, they are probably gonna take quite a while to do any of them. Um, I'm getting quiet because I'm running out of things to say. So if you guys, have questions about the dragons or about the stickers or whatever, go ahead and ask or tell me, how you guys' Pride months are going, whatever's up with you guys. If you guys want me to talk about some more stuff, go ahead and let me know. Otherwise, I can just sit here and draw some dragons. And also, after I've added the blue, I think the white probably does need some shading. Oh, that's way too dark. I think a big thing about coloring with digital art that lots of people miss, including myself initially, is that colors are visually subjective, right? Like, they are not going to matter to your like it's not going to matter to your eyeballs what the number value in your computer says about your reds and your blues, and your reds and your blues are going to be very different with the same numbers if you look at them with your eyeballs, right? It's not digitally, it's not like something you can recreate really well one to one, um numerically anyway. So it is it's really important that, while you are coloring stuff digitally, you pay attention not only to like what your color values are, but like how your colors actually look to you on the actual drawing, because it is really easy to get into thinking like, oh, well, obviously all my pinks are gonna be this saturation, and all my blues are going to be this saturation, and all my whatever, and to do it by numbers when numerically, your colors, right, are going to look very different than what you're probably expecting from just like trying to basically lots of people, including myself, try to use math for your digital colors, right? Which is helpful if you are going for a very digital, like saturated look sometimes. But you also have to be very careful with it, and you do still have to use it stylistically, right? Because even if you do that, your colors will still be subjective. They still will have some differences from your brain uh if you just do math. And that is really hard for lots of people who start uh traditional art to transition to, and also I think lots of people who have been exposed to like just like traditional art supplies. So like, if you really like drawing and you used lots of crayons as a kid, right? You're probably really used to all of your colors uh making sense, right? Lots of the time when you use digital tools versus traditional tools, there's a lot less like inherent sense built into the supplies, right? Like if you use traditional art supplies, then a lot of the time you have like a package of traditional art supplies, right? Like a box of pens or a box of markers or like maybe a bunch of watercolors that are from the same line, stuff like that. Um and if you have all of that, right, usually those are curated sets which some company has put together for you to feel comfortable using together, right? It's not necessarily just a bunch of random pigments in a box. So that means that there is some of the ability for you, excuse me, there is some of the ability for you to have like weird, awkward color combinations removed from buying the supply in a box as a set. And that, I think, is a big thing that some people don't think about when they're doing digital art. And also, I think another big thing that people don't think about is that, like, those same colors, right, that you use as traditional art supplies all mix differently, right? And with lots of people, they go, oh, digital art is like painting, or oh, digital art is like markers. And sure, you can get tools that are digital that act that way, but if you treat it like a traditional tool, then you are going to make assumptions based on using those traditional tools that aren't going to be true with your digital tools. Um, and I think that that is a really important one that people miss. Ugh. And I think we are getting to be just about done with our cute little dragon guys. Sorry, I am currently drawing a little bit of a blank on how I make this background transparent. Hmm. Is it already? I am confused. I think it's just white, so why is it not? I guess that's just the create a background with this. No. Okay, well, it says inherent alpha no, so that makes me think that it is already transparent. So how do I make it appear transparent in Krita anyway? It's gonna be here. You know what? Hold on. I I have to go to the bathroom, and I'm gonna screenshot these little guys. And also, I will figure out how to turn the transparency back on. Or, I mean, off, sorry. Uh, Give me just a second. I am just putting this up nice and big for you guys. Adding a cute little source for this so I can do this again maybe in the future. And oh, okay. Or it's gonna be a bubble and not work. Why? Oh, there we go. Like I said, guys, I need to invest in technology at some point. Alright. you guys sit here with my little guys. I will figure out how to turn the transparency off and wait, if I switch to the screen, does okay, yeah, it does keep for you guys. Okay, I'll be back. Alright, guys. I am figuring out how to get this to look transparent. I guess, maybe I can get it to look like just gray or something. Excuse me while I eat a snack. I am eating beef jerky. It's expensive as heck, but it's one of the few expensive things I convinced myself to buy because it's yummy. Mm. Well, hold on, guys. Google to the rescue. We'll figure this out. It sounds like that should be like an easy thing to find. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm too used to like really nice, refined, paid for, paid for drawing software. Oh, I love Krita though. I have absolutely no idea how to do this. One little weird thing. Hold on a second, guys. Hmm. Hmm. Well, okay. I think probably it looks like it's gonna be easier. Uh, to just make it like a color, and then to paint white behind them. So ignore that they're gonna be a little bit gross and ugly, and we're gonna have to look at that for a second. So I'm sorry. I'm looking at it too. I promise. It will bother me also. Alright. Are you guys ready? Are you prepared? Are you prepared to look at them but a little bit ugly? Alright. Ba-dum. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, dum. Okay. Uh, yeah. A little bit ugly, but oh, my glove. We will put a cute little white background back here, and then we will have some lovely little Pride Dragon stickers. And it will be so good, guys. A swoop, a swoop, a swoop. And I hope you guys like how these came out. I really think that they all came out so cute, and I'm sure they will look very cute again once we get all these little goblin spots out. Um, from stuff you couldn't see when canvas was white, and I think it's probably not worth fixing. And that right there looks like maybe I will have to cut these a little bit when I move them over for stickering, but that's okay. That's a problem for stickering, Trisha. Right now, I am for drawing. They are coming out so cute though, and I think that they are genuinely such a good addition to all the cute little pride animals we have so far, little pride pals, if you will. And yeah, again, anybody who bought any of those or who wants to buy some of these, super cool of you guys. They are these will be up on the Redbubble hopefully soon. I am a little bit of a one-man band on that over here, but uh whenever I convince myself to do it, as a boss. Whenever my boss yells at me, you know, it'll get done eventually. Hopefully it won't take uh 2 weeks or whatever it was that the other ones took for these ones to get up, because it would be a little silly if we were halfway through July by the time you guys could see them, but who knows. Might end up that way just because I am not great at time management, but we'll see. We'll try to get it done before October, September. Next Pride Month. Yeah, you know what time is it? I think actually these are really crowded. I think yeah, I think maybe we will go back to oops. Oh, maybe we will go back to having background. Oh yeah, see, I wasn't even doing like a totally white color anyway. Um, yeah, I think I'm going to leave that as is and let that be the end of it there. They are so cute, aren't they? I love them so much. Actually, I erased that cuz I wanted it to go away, but I think I accidentally drew these on the same layer that the white shades were on, so I would have been erasing them anyway. So I guess we will hit backspace as far as Krita will let me, and then otherwise I will fix that. Is that it? Is that as far as it goes? It looks like that's as far as it goes. Well, maybe we'll just fix the white highlights later then. Okay, well, sorry to end on a little bit of a screw up there. But I realized we have about a half hour-ish left until we hit the 3 hour mark, which is usually about how long I try to be streaming. So, I think we should uh give a little thanks to the guy in the corner who's been helping us out. Oh wait. No, I didn't delete my highlights. I thought I did, but I did not. Okay, well, never mind. Okay. Uh, well, that's even less work for me for later then. But anyway, I was going to say I think we should uh give a little bit of honor to our sweet, wonderful gay sheep that's been sitting here in the corner giving us luck since he was suggested. And I think we will have to have a big rainbow gay sheep for our very last Pride Pal. And here, let me get moved over to a new thing over here. All right. All right, I'm gonna stand up for just a second more cuz oh, I am getting to be an old person and my back hurts and I'm gonna stand up. But then I will be right back and we will do this cute little gay sheep. Okay, guys. You know how I want cybernetic knees? I want cybernetic back too. Just give me cybernetic bones. I don't like uh having bones and getting old at the same time. You know, it's a bad combination. Don't do it if you can help it. Ooh. Okay, guys. I think I think we need a cute little gay sheep to round up our wonderful Pride Month. I think that's actually so perfect. And we had our cute little gay sheep in the corner, uh, keeping us company for all of our little stickers last week. I think and our little Pride dragons came out so cute this week. I think we should give, our cute little gay sheep some respect for that. He clearly gave us luck or something. We all know wasn't like me or anything. So, had to be the gay sheep, and we will now give him honor by creating the best gay sheep sticker. Um, as soon as I think of it. We do love the gay sheep. There has to be. I am just thinking of. Hi. We are we are about to draw a cute little gay sheep because we have, I think, probably just enough time to do that. And somebody suggested it last time. So that will be, I think, the last of our cute little pride animals. And as soon as I pick what I want to have our cute little gay sheep doing, we will get started on actually drawing that here. I'm trying to think of something slightly more creative than just sheep wearing rainbows, but maybe it will just be sheep wearing rainbows because that honestly good enough. Uh does it doesn't actually need to be more than that. I just I just want to give the little geisha. Yeah, I mean, Minecraft sheep, very on point, very, very much in the realm of what we're going for here, probably. Just like, I want to give him a prop or something. Lots of the other ones we did had little props or something. And so I was trying to, but maybe he'll just be a rainbow sheep. Maybe we'll start drawing the sheep part, and we'll see if I think of something. So I want to have probably very stylized, cute. Uh, hmm. uh, hmm. Big hat, big. I do like the idea of a big hat. I was kind of thinking maybe a big, maybe we'll have the gay wizard sheep. Maybe we'll give him like a big wizardy hat, and we'll give him like it'll be like a cape and uh a cloak. It'll be great. Little gay wizard sheep. I think that's perfect actually. So we gotta give him a big, swooping, floofy hat. No ears poking out there. And, little sheep nose. Little sheep eyeballs. And I'm trying to think if I want him to be real round and fluffy, or if I want him to be kind of understated under the cloak. I think I'm gonna have it be kind of like he's poofy just here in the front, and then you can see his front little legs. And then the cloak will come around like the rest of the cute little gay sheep. Schwab. And then swoop. Big swoop. Gay sheep wizard cloak. Oh, that's gonna be so cute. Feel like we should have some sheep leaf on the top here, kind of sticking out of the hat. Uh, I'm trying to decide if I want to add a mouth, but I think if I add a mouth, it's gonna make the face look funny. So what if I just do like a little... That's cute. And then I think I want the face to come in more rounded, kind of like that. So I think I made it a little wide. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, okay, wizard sheep. And then just erase this part on the inside here. And just out, whoops. Gotta turn that brush back down. Just kind of outline this part where the hat sits on top and we can see it. This part. Okay. I think that's pretty. Oops. Other than I just left another big old mark there. I'm just gonna erase that. And say I think that looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna mark out where we want some colors to be. I think probably think probably we want there to be some stripes on the hat. Let's see. Let's we do like that, then that is 6. And then maybe we did like red, orange, yellow, green, and then blue violet. And then, red, orange, yellow, green, blue. I think that is gonna be super duper cute. I really like that, and that came together really fast, which gives me confidence in my ability to not take forever to finish this. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna try and draw a nicer outline for that though. Oh gosh, watch me draw a million curves, guys. I stink at curves. I never put the right amount of pressure down, or I lift my hand, or I jitter, or something. I never get the curves to go down quite right. There we go. That's alright. There we go. That one was pretty good. And carve out some cute little ring thingies in the hair. And stick the little ear off the side here. And again, I think this will probably be our last little drawing, and we'll be calling it quits. So I've kind of run out of stuff to talk about. But if you guys have some stuff, uh, I like when you guys say hi. I try to respond to all the messages in the chat. I don't always see them right when you guys send them. But yeah, I think these are all so super cute. Uh, when all the little trans dragons go up, might have to buy some of those, and also maybe one of those cute little MB puppies for myself. You know what? Maybe the cloak is magic and it just floats here. I was gonna put something to strap it to the sheet, but I don't think I'm gonna like the way that it looks no matter how I do that. So I'm just going to uh call Cartoon Logic and say it doesn't need. I think I want some kind of like, we've had lots of bright, like saturated pride color pets, so I think I'm gonna get some kind of like desaturated, like old musty wizard colors for our wizard gay sheep. I think that's gonna be very appropriate. I think that's a little too desaturated though. There we go. That's more like what I want. And then all of these hairs. And I'm just gonna color these kind of messy and clean up afterwards because I think that that is gonna be faster. And we are doing the speedrun tribute to the gay sheep because I don't want to make my mod sit here any longer than he has to. Plus, I'm sure. I mean, my girlfriend's at work already, but I'm sure my boyfriend would like to see me at some point. Uh, oh, he's not gonna come bursting down my door while I'm working or nothing. You know, usually I think this little mustard yellow thingy that I picked is probably my least favorite color of actually all time. But it works. It works in this one. It is kind of the perfect little old musty yellow for this old musty wizard sheep that we got going on. He's he's the hidden fabulous sheep. He may look old and musty, but he is literally made of magic. So try him. See what happens. You won't like magic sheep when he's angry. No, it is usually kind of a gross yellow though. It's really nice looking here though. I think that is an important note to self about relative colors. Um, you know, sometimes you gotta use colors that you don't like because they look nice. The more you know. I do really like the way that this design came out, and it came out so fast. It's so cute. I realize I'm sitting here drawing with my mouth open while I am not talking like an actual dummy. I don't know why I'm doing that, sorry. I should drink some juice or something. Maybe my mouth is dry. It is very dry. Mm. My humidifier was off the whole time my water was off. Imagine I wouldn't want to run extra water through my house while the water's off. But I'll have to remember to turn that back on now. I didn't even think about that, but I'm sure the air in my house is super dry. Alright, green. Oh, the misty, misty green. See this is another good note about relative colors. I thought surely that was desaturated enough to look as desaturated as these other ones, but not quite. No, I took it a little too far. But that's pretty good right there. It's kind of giving me like Raggedy Ann, Raggedy Andy type vibes, which is kind of perfect. It was kind of exactly what I was going for. So I I am feeling good about these muted colors, but if you guys see this, or if whoever recommended the gay sheep to me sees this and goes, "Oh my god, what have you done to the beautiful gay sheep? Why would you do this?" I'm sure I can make a slightly brighter color version uh, for everybody. I think that this is super cute. I like the old like cloth doll colors. It's it's kind of, I don't know, kind of like, I guess maybe nostalgic is the word I'm looking for. I was trying to think of a better one, but maybe that is just what I'm thinking. Alright, two more colors. And then we will be done with the cute little gay sheep and all the gay little pride pals, and uh, that, you know, we'll have to have like a moment of silence or something for that, but it'll be okay. We'll figure out something else to do. Uh, and again, I am a sponge. If you guys want to let me steal your ideas, please go right ahead and put them in the comments or the chat, or uh, DM them to me somewhere. I'm sure I have business inquiries or something open someplace. I've got no idea. Um, if there's a direct message thing for me anywhere, but you know, any of those other things. Uh, I do usually try to be pretty good about comments. Um, and I don't currently have any ideas for what we are doing next week. I have used up the rest of my stolen ideas with the cute little gay sheep, so we will figure it out if nobody else gives me ideas to steal, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna color this little floof blue along with the And clean up the edges. And lastly, we have a purple. He kind of looks like a Dr. Seuss book. The hat, uh, the hat looks like it could be off of the cover of, oh gosh, what's the one? Uh, the places you'll go, you know, it's got all the rainbow pillars and stuff on the cover. I don't know why I remembered that. Or if that's even right. Maybe it's a different Dr. Seuss book. Maybe I'm wrong and somebody can correct me in the comments. And give me engagement for being wrong either or right, you know? It's a win either way for me. I think it's all the places you can, or all the places you'll go. Um, He's so cute. I'm gonna give him bright red eyes too, so he'll look a little bit spooky. Spooky wizard sheep. Big perfect. This one is so good. For the less bright and saturated of the Pride Pals, you know. Your Pride Pal, if you will. Except not really. There's no inspiration to you or from you, or you know. Don't come for me, Disney. I don't got none of your stuff. I just said the name. I promise. I was making the haha funny joke. Ugh, maybe I will have to take a nap. I I don't know if there's anybody here who didn't hear me say this at the beginning, but I had big ol' panic attack this morning because maybe I didn't actually say that I had a panic attack earlier anyway. I did like actually just straight up have a panic attack because there was a huge big ol' spider in my office and I have massive arachnophobia and I could not deal with that. And I did way better than I would have expected of myself. But also, yeah, big spiders are scary. I can't do big spiders. And yeah, that scared me really, really bad and wore me out more than I thought it would. Or thought it did, I mean. I am a little bit sleepy now. more than I was before. Oops. I'm just gonna clean up some of this stuff around here. And around the purple edges on the hat. And I think I maybe got a little bit of purple on the blue stuff. And I'm gonna clean that up. Give our wizard a little blue nose. And we wanna give our wizard, like I said, some glowing red eyes because he is magic. Magic wizard sheep. And of course, bright red blushes to go with the bright red eyes. Oops. Our, our wizard sheep doesn't need any acne though. He's magic. He can poof it away. Lucky him. And then the other thing I want to do is I want to make these legs a little darker because I don't think they stand out enough. And maybe this back part of the cloak thing, you know. Um, yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. I'm trying to decide if I want to add any more details or if I think it's gonna make it look too crowded because it's pretty busy looking. Not that I'm opposed to that. I think it's super cute. I genuinely love how this came out with the color scheme so far. Um, but yeah, I think that's pretty good. And yeah, what a cute little gay sheep, guys. Yay! Thank you to whoever suggested that, and I wish my little chat thingy showed me all my previous chats real quick so I didn't have to look it up. But you know, if you want to take credit for that in the YouTube video or whatever, if you watch this later, go right ahead. Because we love the gay sheep. Gay sheep deserve all the recognition. Um, Gay sheep is canon IRL. Uh, Big stretch in my chair because I'm old. Yeah, I hope you guys liked this. I hope you guys liked all the cute little Pride Pals. I thought they were so fun to do. I hope, you guys enjoy them when they come out as stickers. Hopefully, in a week or so and not 2 or 3 like the other ones. And, I will do my best to get on those. Uh, and hopefully nothing else major will fall apart in my house so that I can have, lots of space to get all of these lovely things done for you. And hopefully, yeah, all of that goes well, and I get these up for you guys because I think they're super cute. And I super appreciate that you guys like them and that you guys want to buy them from me. And if you have seen something this week that you think is super cute and you want to buy from me soon, go ahead and go and subscribe or follow or whatever on my Redbubble store. I think it'll tell you on your email when you I think you can set it to tell you on your email or something when my new designs will go up. And other than that, you know, I will say something here in the stream. I meant to put a post up about the other ones, but I didn't because I'm not great at management. So, if you really want to make sure you get notified about it, go ahead and go subscribe to my Redbubble store or go ahead and show up here and watch me on either, Twitch where I am streaming live right now, or if you are watching the VOD on YouTube after the fact, go ahead and watch there for updates on all of these, and hopefully I will have them out for you soon. I hope you guys had a wonderful Pride Month. I know mine was filled with lots of random BS horrible nonsense that had absolutely nothing to do with the fact that it was Pride Month, but I got my cute little pins and stuff, so that was good Pride Month stuff. And we got to hang out, so I love all these little Pride Pals we did. And I will see you guys next week for something. I don't know what yet, but we will figure it out. And if you guys want to let me know what that should be, go ahead and leave a comment or, a message on a page somewhere. I will try and get around to all of you. And if nobody sends me any ideas, I will pull something out of the hat that is the void um by next week, and we will draw something because the art must go art or something like that. Anyway, see you guys next week. Uh yeah. That's the end of Pride. Moment of silence. Okay. We've had a moment. And now go be loud queer people or not queer people or loud whoever you are. Anyway, because you should get to do that all year. And if you don't, then be safe because that's more important. But also, you know, everybody should get to be you all year. I will see you guys next week. Bye.